hard question. It really is. Typically the quarterbacks are the better golfers, right? The linemen probably not as good. Kickers typically outstanding. I don't want to make a disparaging comment about any of our guys. I didn't stay up all the way. I stayed up for a lot of it. I started to fade in the first overtime.
Can you take us through kind of the schedule for rookie orientation and what you want to get out of that this weekend?
Yeah, the rookies are going to start to come in tomorrow afternoon. They'll have physicals. We'll have a meeting tomorrow night. And then on Friday and Saturday, we'll have a very similar schedule. We'll meet with them. We'll do 2 team on the grass sessions, which is kind of a jog through. And they'll have opportunities to meet with our player engagement people in and around the football stuff. So it really is an orientation of football, an orientation with our strength and conditioning people, with our player engagement people, just to try to get them a feel for how we do things around here. And I think the biggest thing is for them to start to understand the football terminology, but also just the approach that we take. So we'll do that on Friday and Saturday, and then Sunday will be a half a day. And we'll be out on the field for 45 minutes in the morning, and then they'll be off the rest of that day, and then they'll integrate with the rest of our guys on Monday.
On the teaching sessions you guys have had, offensively specifically, how much of it's new stuff with Kellen in there, or just what you guys have done for a long time with additions to what Kellen wants to work?
Well, I think the biggest thing we're trying to do is you focus on fundamentals this time of year, and so we're getting out on the field twice a week for 45 minutes, so that's not a lot of time. We are installing plays, but most of the work on the field is individual work. And we get together a little bit as a team offensively at the end of it, but you're not going against the defense. It's more just to hear some of the plays being called. So like it is in most years, there's a lot of stuff that carries over from year to year, but you're always looking for ways to evolve and get better. So that's not only on offense, that's on defense and the kicking game. So you see some stuff that players are familiar with, and certainly we've introduced some new stuff as well.
The new stuff that you...
Oh, there's so much to like about Kit. Obviously, he played a long time in the NFL. We had a chance to be around him for a few years. He was one of our backup quarterbacks. He started a lot of games for us, and I think anybody who's ever been around him probably says the same thing. He just has an amazing way of connecting with people. I think that was a real asset for him when he was playing quarterback in this league for a long time. He connected with the guys. They played for him. He's certainly a very smart guy. We found that out when he was playing, and then when he got done playing, he went back to coaching. He coached in high school for a number of years here in Texas, state of Washington, out in Arizona. So he's a football guy through and through. He's a great person. I think he knows the game. He knows how to connect with people and knows how to teach. And so we're excited to have him on board. Well, I think the idea is that we all help each other. We all learn from each other as coaches. I don't care how long you've been doing this, you can learn from other people. The young guys bring something new. Hopefully the veteran guys bring something that helps some of the younger guys. So we all try to learn from each other. We try to make it a collaborative effort. Yeah, he just has to work on every part of his craft. And he made so many great strides over the course of the year. He handled some challenging situations, both on the field and off the field, and I think he matured a lot as a result of that. But now it's year 2, you come back and hopefully you learn from those experiences and you just simply get better. And so every skill that he has as a receiver he needs to improve upon, but that's everybody. And he's the kind of guy who goes about it the right way, and he certainly will continue to grow and grow.
So is there shooting outside St. Louis, young football player passing? Zeke is helping that trend. What does that say to you about Zeke and his level of concern and wanting to help these guys?
Yeah, Zeke is really a special guy, and he's a great football player, obviously, but he's a really good person, and that doesn't surprise me one bit. He's someone that I think he's just very generous. He's got a great spirit about him, and we see that every day as players and coaches. Anybody who's been around him knows that, and it doesn't surprise me one bit that he would get involved there. He's someone that a lot of people look up to. A lot of people certainly in St. Louis and Missouri, Ohio State, all across this country. If you're a fan of football, Zeke Elliott, and anybody who's been around him on a daily basis knows what kind of person he is. So it doesn't surprise me one bit. Randall's doing great. The consummate professional. We saw that when we were competing against him for a number of years. Been such a good player in Green Bay. Had a big impact on their team for a long, long time. And we're excited to get him on board. And, typically the guys who have success in this league go about it the right way. Their approach is what it should be. And again, very professional his approach, embracing what we're doing, trying to understand as quickly as he can. And he's just a really fun guy to be around.
How did the players' trip to North Carolina for that training come about, and what did they get out of that? What did you hear about that?
It just comes about the way those things come about. We believe strongly in trying to empower the leaders of our team and give them ownership of our team. And we try to do that a lot of different ways. One of the ways we've done it the last couple of years is they've gone on little excursions by themselves. And, we knew some people in North Carolina. We just tried to put a good trip together for them. You try to learn from people, certainly in your own field, but there are so many things you can learn from people outside of football. And the time with Coach K is just a really special guy. Obviously one of the great coaches in any sport that's ever walked, and we have a good relationship with him. He was generous to spend some time with them, and there were also some other people we had a chance to put our players in front of. And what's exciting about it is our players embrace it. They're excited to be a part of it. There were some great takeaways coming back, and hopefully that'll help them individually and help our team. All right.